Yo, what's up guys? This is the new deep sea fishing update that got released yesterday. I wasn't able to make a video on it yesterday because I was very busy and I wanted the video to contain XP rates. So if I wanted XP rates, then I would have had to do some testing, which takes time. So in this video, I'm just going to go over the different types of fish that you can catch in the deep sea fishing update and just give you some information on the different types of fish like the XP per hour and how much they heal and stuff like that. So let's begin. In order to get to the deep sea fishing area, you can just talk to Guma, who is at the fishing guild. And in case you don't know, the fishing guild is located just north of Ardi. Just right click on him and press travel and he will teleport you to the deep sea fishing area. Now before you get here, I recommend that you go to world 116. And that's because this is the new deep sea fishing themed world and there are a lot of people fishing here. And honestly guys, it's just like the old days, a lot of people just chilling around fishing and just casually talking to each other, and you can definitely see some interesting conversations going on. So yeah, I really recommend that you go on that world before you actually get here and start fishing. Now there are a lot of platforms where you can catch different types of fish. The first one we're going to be talking about is minnows. You can catch these fish on the southeast side of the platform, and in order to catch them you need to have 68 fishing. And 68 fishing is the requirement to enter the fishing guild. So if you did use a boost in order to get into the fishing guild, you're going to have to keep reboosting in order to catch these minnows. But 68 fishing isn't that high of a requirement, so I just recommend getting the level before you actually try and fish the minnows. Now these minnows are actually stackable, so you won't have to keep running from the bank back and forth. You can just sit there for ages and let them stack in your inventory. Now just like most fishing spots, the minnow spots will be moving every few minutes, but it is quite AFK. And I've heard the XP that you can get here with 70 fishing is around 70k XP an hour. But I'm not 70 fishing, so I can't back that up with evidence myself. That's just what I've seen a few people here saying. But typically I hovered around 80 to 85k XP an hour, and that's without any boosts at level 99 fishing. So I think that's what you should typically expect. I think catching this fish is mainly for the AFK aspect as opposed to the actual getting XP aspect. So if you're hovering around 70 fishing, this is a great place for you to AFK. So what do these minnows actually do? Well, you can eat the minnows for 100 HP per minnow, or once you've caught 300 of them, you can turn them into a particular type of bait. And you can either turn them into manta ray bait, sea turtle bait, or great white shark bait. And this bait can be used at another fishing spot that is relatively close to the minnows, and that can be used to catch whatever type of fish that you turn the bait into. So if you turn the bait into a great white shark bait, then you can turn the magical fishing spot into a great white shark spot. And each bait can be used to catch 50 of the selected fish. Now for the magical fishing spot, like I said, you can just use the bait on it and turn it into whichever fish you selected, and this fishing spot will not move, so you won't have to worry about that. However, the fish are not stackable, so you will have to go and bank them, and luckily there is a bank in the form of a rowing boat right next to the fishing spot, so they are easily bankable. And whilst I was catching manta rays, I was getting around 80 to 90k XP an hour. So once again, this is something that's just relatively AFK, and I almost forgot to mention that you can actually buy the bait off of the Grand Exchange. So if you catch 300 minnows and you make the bait and you want to sell it on the Grand Exchange, you can just go ahead and do so for some quick money, or you can just buy the bait from the Grand Exchange and try and catch some fish with that. The next spot we're going to be looking at is the second new fish that I'm going to be showing you, and that is the Sailfish. These can be found on the northeastern side of the platform, and you need 97 fishing in order to start catching them. So this is the new high level fish that has come out. Now there are 3 different spots that can appear. There are calm spots, regular spots, or swift spots. The calm spots last longer than normal spots. The normal spots are just like normal regular fishing spots, and then the swift spots gives you a higher catch rate, however they move a lot faster. So there is the potential there to earn more XP per hour, even though you're going to have to pay more attention. But obviously it's up to you on which spots that you decide to fish at, because there can be some multiple spots at once. There can be normal spots there can be swift spots there. You can just decide on which one you want to fish at. And in my time fishing here, I tend to get around 100k to 110k XP an hour. And on top of that, these fish heal more than rocktail. So that's what people are saying. People think that this is going to be the new rocktail. And what I mean by that is the new fish that a lot of high tier PVMers use. So a lot of people are just camping here to make money at the moment while the demand is very, very high. So if you want to make some relatively decent money whilst getting good fishing XP, then make your way down here. Now the Sailfish heals for 2400 HP. However, you can make Sailfish soup with it. And you can make that by combining 1 Sailfish and 1 spice, and then that will create the Sailfish soup, which heals for 2600. Now whilst fishing, I just saw a lot of people saying that they sold their Sailfish soup for like 17k GP each. and that's crazy. I don't think it's going to stay like that, but I think it still will be relatively expensive per one. Obviously, after a week or so, the price will start to decrease, but I imagine it will still be quite expensive since it will be the best food in the game, and a lot of PVMers will opt into using it. Moving on to the northern section of the platform, here you can find green blubber jellyfish and blue blubber jellyfish. In order to catch the green jellyfish, you need a fishing level of 68, and in order to catch the blue ones, you need a fishing level of 91. Now in my experience, just like the sailfish, I was getting around 100k to 110k XP an hour here. So it is good XP, and there's a bank right next to the main fishing spot, so you can just bank really easily. And these jellyfish also have a little bit of a mechanic. Sometimes they will become electrified, and you can tell if they're electrified just by right clicking them, and if they say electrified blue jellyfish for example, that means they are. And if you fish at an electrified spot, you will gain some debuff stacks. And when you gain 10 stacks, if you carry on fishing at an electrified spot, you'll be stunned for 10 seconds. So basically all you have to do is switch spots to a non-electrified spot, and then you can just carry on fishing as normal, and then the debuff stacks will start to decrease. Now these jellyfish are very interesting because when you cook them, they will be consumed in 3 bites. So they're pretty much the fish version of Saurodomin brews. The green jellyfish heals for 500 life points each bite, and in total heal 1.5k life points, and the blue jellyfish heals for 1000 life points each bite. So in total heal 3000 life points. And also another great thing about this, just like Saurodomin brews, eating the jellyfish does not reduce adrenaline. So if you're in a PVMing spot where you want to heal and you don't want to reduce your adrenaline because you want to use thresholds or you're saving up for your ultimate, then this is a perfect fish to use in that situation. Now funnily enough, I tried selling one of these on the Grand Exchange. I fished it, then cooked it, and it sold for 5k. Whereas the sailfish, which heals for more, sold for only like 4.2k. So these are definitely in high demand, and I reckon that they're going to be used quite a bit. In the southwest area of the platform, we have swarm fishing. Now in this area, there is a giant net. Now you can use this without any requirements, and you can catch a range of fish from mackerel all the way to sailfish without any requirements. Now your fishing level does affect the fish that you get, so you're more likely to catch the fish that you can already catch. But for example, let's say your fishing level is 80, you still do have the potential to catch some sailfish, which requires 97 fishing. Now I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I'm sure some of you can let me know down in the comments. But I heard someone had like 75 fishing and they only caught like 2 sailfish in 1 hour. So it's not OP or anything, it's not like it's going to drive down the price of the sailfish that much. Or at least I hope it doesn't, it's just something that I saw someone say whilst I was fishing. So if that is the case, then I'm sure everything is fine. Moving on to the final thing available here, and it is the Fishing Frenzy, which is kind of like a mini game. This can be found in the western side of the platform, and this is a non-AFK fishing spot. You're going to have to be paying a lot of attention here, and all you got to do is just fling the fish in the sea. And at the top you will see your streak, and for every 10 streak that you have, you'll gain a bonus of 1% XP. And this has a cap of a 200 streak, so the biggest percent bonus that you can get is 20% more XP. Now since this is not AFK, you can definitely expect to get more XP per hour here. When I was doing it, I was getting around 220 to 240k XP an hour. And that's without any boosts. Just remember that these XP rates that I'm going to be giving you are without any boosts whatsoever, and they're also at level 99 fishing. In order to take part in this activity, you need 94 fishing, and you will not be gaining any fish from this. So honestly, this is a great addition to the deep sea fishing update. It allows people that want to get that faster XP rate to do so if they just want to concentrate fully on fishing. And that's what I like. I like giving people the option of how they want to train, and that's what Jagex have exactly done. So that is it for the main methods of training and the methods that you can just consistently do throughout the day. But there are also some random events that you can take part in. Now I haven't actually witnessed all of them, I've only witnessed a couple of them. The first one was this jellyfish invasion, and you know that the random event is starting because everything goes to like nighttime. And I think all you have to do for this, and everyone on your world obviously, is help out on the fishing platform to clear all the jellyfish. And you can do this just by spam clicking on the jellyfish, and then once all of them are cleared, you'll gain a 5% fishing XP boost. So it's just really a quick random event that took under 1 minute maybe, and I got a 5% XP boost from that, so that's really good. And then the second event I witnessed was this sea monster will appear, and you can feed the sea monster using rotten fish from the barrels that are available around the platform, or raw fish from your inventory. And then at the end of the event, you'll gain a 10% chance to gain an additional catch. So another great boost for a quick random event. I actually do really enjoy these because it gets everyone there on your world to take part in like this group event. So honestly, a really good job to Jagex on making this enjoyable, and just a really good job in general on another great update. Now that's 2 great updates in a row. First of all, we had the clue scroll update, and now we have this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this update as much as I did. Let me know what you think about it down below. Follow my new Instagram for regulated updates, and as always, thank you for watching, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you later on with day 3 of Araxor. Peace!